Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey girl, you coming inside? Girl. Now. It's the girl's birthday today. Get your coffee. Get your coffee. I don't have music today because we're in two places today. And I don't know how it flies over there. So I didn't do it. So no music. You'll have to sing. You'll have to sing good morning. Hi, good morning. Okay. Hi, good morning. Jenni Love. I have two situations. We're going to see how that goes. We're going to see how that goes. I'm not really sure. Trying to build this channel. Hi, I'm Jenni Love. I am the founder and director of 5 Point Society for Witches, and I'm also someplace else. So, all right, maybe that's better. Hello, good morning. Hello, Miss Tamala. Hi, Lady of the Lilies. Hey, Jen Snow. Hi, good morning. Hello. Okay, so anyway, it's our morning coffee session, and I'm trying to, I'm not missing you today, madam. Hi. You didn't miss me yesterday. We were hanging out with the fabulous Shelly V. Hey, Roxy. Roxy, are you still here? Hi, Jen. Hi, Tipsy. Hey, girl. Hey, listen. Hey, from Brooklyn. How you doing? Roxy, did I send you, I swear I sent you an email about the stuff. Didn't you buy stuff at the sale? Like, I swear I sent you an email because I had a little confusion from my fire sale. I know she did, but I sent you an email because I had confusion about the items. Go look at your damn emails, girl. I fucking emailed you everywhere. Hello, good morning. I don't know how this particular. Hi, Kristen. Hi. Yeah, I had okay. Can you send me what you purchased? I know she's going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? And if you can't remember, I think I have a pile. And if you can't remember, can you remember? Do you remember? Did you write it down? Because what happened was the paper must have fallen out, and I had a pile, and I'm like, I don't know if this is all for her. I wasn't sure. I know she did. I know, because I sent it right to her, but you never even got a bill because I wasn't sure what you bought. I know, it was annoying. I have to focus on this too, by the way. So when I look down, I'm focusing over here. All right. Tell me what you got. Tell me what you purchased. The titles of the things you purchased, and I'll see if I can reconcile it. And if you don't remember, I'll send you what I have, and you can tell me, is that okay? Okay? I didn't forget about anybody. It's just been, crazy. I wanted to talk about in 5 Point Society for Witches. It's going to be a little commercially right now. 5 Point Society for Witches is a free online magical community. And in March, so hurry up and sign up. In March, we have a 13-month Hecate 13 Moons. There'll be an introduction, and there she is. And And there she is. Okay. I didn't get your email. That was the problem. Hello, girl. Hello, the punk rock witch. So we have a Hecate driven. Oh, you didn't buy anything. Oh, okay. You're offline. Why? No, no. No, no. Why did I lose connection? Do you know how much I hate? Down here, I lost connection. Come on. There we go. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry about that for those of you over here. So Penny is going, the Fabulous Penny Poppet is going to start there'll be an introduction, and then there'll be 13 months, and it is a deep dive into a practice, the goings on, the goddess Hecate. So if anybody's interested, I wanted to get that out in the world. I posted it in a few places. I posted it in all the places. We are a free community. We are 100% free. And you just need to get in touch with Annie Katie. And if you'd like more information about that, comment in places. Hey, good. Oh, hey. Hold on. Hey, Nana Quilts. Hey, girl. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm multitasking. I'm up early. We're on in all the places live. Hello, good morning. Up to those of you still here. So we will be, what kind of coffee today? I always drink hazelnut coffee. Even my husband, thank God he drinks hazelnut too. I cannot wait to consort with the goddess, Penny says. Yes, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe. I cannot wait to consort with the goddess myself. Me too. It's caramel hazelnut. Yeah. Hey, Taro Mama. Yeah, I always drink hazelnut. Thank you. Thank you, Penny. And I used to, I haven't talked to him in a really long time, but I had a friend who was literally from Colombia, like the homeland of coffee. And he would go, that's fake coffee. Every time. I'd be like, I need hazelnut. That's fake coffee. He's like, he didn't understand why I drank it. He didn't understand it. For those of you over here, this is what we do in the mornings. We have some coffee. We shoot the shit. We talk about witchcraft. We talk about other things. There's no rules. There's no rules. But I want people to know that this 13 moons is starting in March. Also starting in March is Sandy's Astrology 101. So that's also a 13-month meetup. There'll be a reoccurring monthly meetup going on for the astrology. What other shit do we have? We always do a full moon parlor. And if I don't do a full moon parlor, I'll do a new moon parlor. Like in March, we're not doing a full moon parlor because the Sabbath is really close. So we're not going to do that there. Because it becomes too much, 2 rituals like that. So I'm going to do a new moon parlor. That's going to be really fun. I know I have something special planned for that. So that's reoccurring every month. What else do we have reoccurring? Pretty much every month. Oh, Daisy's That's So Pagan. She takes current stuff and talks to you about the pagan origins. And what else? Oh, personal tarot. That starts in April. So witches need a form of divination. My preferred method, my preferred language with the unseen is the tarot. I float in and out of the pronunciation. Tarot, never tarot. That begins in April. That will also be a build upon... I'm so excited for tarot. Yeah, I love talking about tarot. Yesterday, I felt like Lilith's son, he did a video about the Tower card, and it got my tarot juices flowing. I was like, oh, I can't wait for that. So that'll be that. And I give homework, kids. I do. I give homework. So if you're here to learn tarot with me, I give you homework. And that begins in April because March became really convoluted. and really, really busy. So we moved that to April. We meet up about anywhere between 4 and 8 times per month. We don't like to do any more than that. It gets too busy. That's okay. Hecate asks you journal. Oh boy, are you kidding? You're gonna make me journal, aren't you? We have an herb chat. Yep, herbal journal. We do herb chats and we do crafting. So there's always a lot going on, and we record everything, so you never miss anything. For those of you interested in 5 Point Society for Witches, you can comment on any one of my videos. Somewhere I always post Auntie Katie's email address. She has an email address at 5 Point Society for Witches, and she is definitely the person to get you where you need to go. You know, me and Penny knuckleheads, Jen Snow. Thank you. Dolce, Sugar, New York City. Thank you. I know, I can't believe you're saying it either. I can't believe you're saying it either. Coven with Katie. Katie will meet up with everybody at the end of the month, and she goes over what happened for the month and what we're going to be doing for the next month. It's a nice time to like write in your book of shadows, like if you missed something. It's a nice time to figure out, well, did I miss something? I'm laughing so hard at both of you right now about journaling. I know. Hey, what's happening back there? Cats. Hey, Aunt Mary. How are you? Yeah, I'm not good at the journaling. I know, I admit it. I'm not good at it. So for those of you down here, I'm also someplace else. So I'm doing this. I'm trying to multitask this morning. I'm trying to grow this channel for 5 Point Society for Witches. Okay. I think I've said that enough now, right? I think I've said that enough. You're doing okay. Yeah, Katie handles procedure. Hawkeye and Trapper, not so much. We balk at procedure. We really do. We balk at procedure. But she will get you where you need to go. And it's 100% free. And the only thing you need to do, she will send you a questionnaire. It's 5 questions. And it's just to sort of get to know you. Because our society is a safe container. Safe container. Private and safe. And there's an acknowledgement of the rules. We don't have many. I mean, we really don't have many, but we had to institute some new rules. Do you see them eyeballs back there? You saw them, right? You saw them, right? What are you doing back there? Cut it out. Cut it out. You learned a new method for journaling? There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Jen Snow, it's the girl's birthday today. It's your cat's birthday. Fight Club rules, essentially. Yeah, Fight Club rules. No, 100%. That's definitely our rules. What goes on in 5 Point stays in 5 Point. Period, end of sentence. And there's no solicitation of any kind. That's another one that was very important to me. I used to go to a lot of, obviously, public spaces, public rituals, public, a store would have like a little community and you'd go there. And I fucking hated every time I was there getting solicited by other things in the shop, that you needed something in order to take this class. Like, you don't need anything but you and a pen and a piece of paper. And we record everything so that you never miss anything. And we practice. There's a Sabbath, we have a chat, and we have a ritual. There's a full moon, we have a chat, and we have a ritual. Penny's going to be talking about Hecate. I'm going to be talking about tarot. Sandy's going to be talking about astrology. And it'll all get recorded. You can watch it at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we practice for sure. Yeah, it is a safe container for the practice, exploration, implementation, education of magic, witchcraft, and the occult. Hey, Tarot Mama, I do too. I teach tarot. I think I'm going to be teaching at a store, a local store, like an in-person tarot. Oh, good. Yeah, our communities, we have witches that have been practicing 20, 30 years. We have complete beginners. Nobody's chasing you. You have to have the responsibility to sort of show up, and you will have a practice if you want one. It meets you where you're at, meets you at the level that you're at. If you need structure, it gives you structure. If you need loosey-goosey, it gives you loosey-goosey. You know what I mean? You don't have to show up to all the things. It keeps you honest. It's really good. It's really very good. There's over 100 of us. It's really a very good community. I have to say, I know one of the things I'm doing right now is called the Witch's Black Lent Challenge, given to us by our author and friend, Jasmine Ambrosia. And so what you do, the concept is you take you research the 7 deadly sins, right? And then you pick one that you're going to transform into beneficial sort of connotations for your life. And I picked pride because, so often, like when I come on here to talk about 5-Point Society, there is this little voice like, who the fuck does she think she is, right? And I always stumble over saying I'm really fucking proud of this community. Like I get stuck there. And so I picked pride for that reason, yeah. We learned a lot. We've been meeting once a week since the challenge started. You have to write a poem. You got to make an oil. You got to make an incense. It's really very exciting. All to culminate to sort of a spell that you do. It's really exciting. If you wanted more information on that, which is Black Lent Challenge, you could go to, what is she? She's third Obsidian Eye on this app. Third Obsidian Eye, I believe. And she has like a whole video on it. She sent it to me. She's like, this would be really good for 5-Point. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. It really is. It's really very good. This is the only community that I've seen that there's a variety of witches and we all get along. That's it. That's her name. Penny Papa just posted it. 3 Obsidian Eye. No D. I work very hard to make sure that there's no shenanigans, as you know. I work very hard to make sure that there's no shenanigans. There's witchcraft, and that's it. Nobody's trying to sell you anything. Nobody gets on your case about it. I work very hard at that. I'm very, very hard at that. Penny's the director of Fuck Around and Find Out. There's our resident Fuck Around and Find Out. Next month's going to be really busy, so I wanted to wow, we're here. I have some beachfront property in Arizona that I need to sell. I don't get that, Charles. While we're here. I don't understand that. Oh, I don't understand that. Is it because of the solicitation? I'm sorry. There's a delay, so sometimes I'm not quite sure what you're commenting on about the solicitation. Yeah, I don't allow solicitation. Yeah, because like I said, I used to feel like fucking obligated. I'm like, why are we here at Full Moon Parlor and you're trying to sell me something? Do you know what I mean? It used to leave a bad taste in my mouth. Or I'd take a class and it was like, well, you got to buy this and you got to buy this crystal and you got to buy that thing and you got to sign up. And then, and then there was the constant hammering of, are you taking this? Are you taking this? Are you going to take this? Are you going to take this? I'm like, dude. So yeah, uninterested. So it's totally free. I'm going to be practicing magic. And that's how this really started. Like, I'm going to be practicing magic. And Penny and Annie Katie and Jen Snow and Sandy and whoever else. And like, oh, so hey, let's do it on Zoom. Especially this started in the pandemic. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to be doing it, I might as well do it with you guys. You right? Right. I feel so bogged down. Right. I used to feel so bogged down with that. Yes, it's a great word for it. And, and then you're the one that's not participating in that, It's just fucking tick me off. So it seems to be sort of the industry standard, and I didn't want that. I wanted to create the community that practices magic, you know? Anyway, I think I've said enough for this, for down, like I said, I'm in two places, and I'm trying to grow this channel so that, because, you know, sometimes this channel up here, not so happy with the views and the, you know, pushing our stuff, because, you know, the word witch, you know, gets people feeling some sort of way. And now we have the love and lighters using the word manifestation, saying they're not witches. Hello, Renique. Yep, everyone participates in their own requirements, right? It's really good. Okay, that's enough commercials for today, right? That's enough commercials. I have to find a plug for my phone, because my phone is going to tell me that it's going to die soon. So here's the man. Here he is. Oh, over here. See, this is backwards. This is backwards. He's over there. Hold on. I need a charger. My phone is going to yell at me. My phone is gonna yell at me. Hey, love and light. What is that? Nobody is really love and light. Well, I call them the Love and Light Brigade. I'm sorry. Ooh! Technical difficulties, as you can see. Okay, don't move. Don't move. Okay. That's what I call them, because nothing ever goes bad in their lives. Everything's about, you know, all the positives, and we call them the UGG Brigade. That's what we call them. The UGG Brigade, or the Love and Light Brigade. You know, it's all rainbows and puppies, and I'm here to tell you that 5 Point Society for Witches is not rainbows and puppies. Okay? I know I'm looking in both places, because I'm in both places. You know, it's not rainbows and puppies. It's not. We have classes that start out with, I hope you have gloves for the bodily fluids. Just saying. Just saying. Am I back on? Are you not seeing me? Yeah, I dropped the phone. I was trying to plug the phone in. Windy, Cindy. Okay, because Renique says, are you back on? I didn't know which. I did. I dropped the phone. I dropped it. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to do two things at once, because I want more exposure, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Because, you know, the clock app sometimes doesn't like the word witch. Go figure. Go figure. So. People are really upset about this video that I posted about doctors. There's a guy, I just posted it. Some of you, I think, saw it, because some of you commented. He does sort of a funny rendition of women going to the doctor, and people are pissed off about it. I keep seeing the comments coming in. Like, this one woman she said to me, That's why I go to a woman doctor. And I said, I can't stand women doctors. Their internalized misogyny sends me over the edge of sanity, but I'm glad you found a good doctor. And then somebody else is like, well, that's why you have to find a good doctor. I'm like, do you not think in 54 years I haven't looked for a good fucking doctor? Do you not think that I haven't tried a few on for size? Do you not think? You know what, Tarot Mama? She says, I know you're talking about witchcraft. It's not a trend anymore. I'm glad about that. I am actually glad about that. Because I feel like when it's a trend, I mean, they stole shit from us. Somebody used the phrase occultural appropriation, like to stealing the occult, occultural appropriation, which I find very clever. They're running around selling basically spell work for $45, putting herbs and crystals and all kinds of shit and calling them manifestation. And their reasoning behind it is manifestations are permanent and spells are temporary. And these, again, are the same people that think everything's all love and light and positivity. And I'm like, they take zero responsibility in anything. I can't take it. I can't. I'm glad it's not a trend anymore. I'm glad. Yeah, Penny. Correct. I'm glad it's not a trend anymore. Hi. Sorry. I know I feel like I'm ignoring you guys down here, but you know, I can't, I literally can't split my eyeballs. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. No, don't come over. Don't come over. Don't come over. Okay. He's coming over. You coming over? Come on. You coming over? Yeah. There's the one girl. We've had discussions about this. There's the one girl who takes like a novena candle. So it's glass. Are you no longer leaving 5 Point? I don't understand. I need to get on more. 5 Point Society for Witches never ended. I ended my business. Renique, I no longer sell products. I no longer sell readings. But 5 Point Society for Witches, the community, has never ended. It's completely free to join. I never ended that. It's never ended. I've left the business of witchcraft, if that makes sense. You know, I might do stuff like at a local shop, but I'm not in the business of witchcraft anymore. Oh, but I come on here every single day. Renique, I literally come on here every single day. I still come on here every single day. But she has a glass candle, right? And I don't like to shit on other people's practices, but she takes the herbs and she puts them on the outside of the glass. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because like, you know, indirect method of, you know, charging things and, you know, I don't know how I feel about that, but she says she's not a witch. She's not a witch. And this is a manifestation. Actually calling them a witch is rude to them. I'm like, really? Who in your Christian religion taught you how to do this? Please fucking tell me. It drives me nuts. Yeah. But you can't call her a witch because she thinks it's rude. Hi, buddy. You know. But yeah, apparently that video is getting under some people's skin about the doctors. Women doctors drive me crazy. Yeah, their internalized misogyny sends me over the edge of sanity. Yeah, me too. I blocked them immediately. I just don't want to see it. With their $45 candle. Like a snake oil salesman. And then they call us demons, which really just sends me over the edge. I'm like, well, you're taking our practices. Well, that's typical. I mean, that's typical. Yes, we do know that, Lillian. We do know that. So glad I'm here. I understood too. Okay, good. Sorry. No. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I've tried to get out of the business of witchcraft before. And they, like Michael Corleone, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. I mean, it happened to me now twice. I've literally tried to get out and cut it out. And then I get back in. Hey, Madam Meadow, how are you? Hey, Annie Katie. So anybody, speaking of Annie Katie, she just joined. Annie Katie 6. Hey, beautiful. There she is. She just said, hey, beautiful. If you're interested in 5-Point Society for Witches, get in touch with Annie Katie. There she is. And that's why I made 5-Point Society free. It's part of my initiation. And I have been studying, there he goes. I have been in a initiatory training for the past 13 months. And my literal ceremony is this weekend. I'm very excited. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, but not in an initiated capacity. So part of my, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, Penny? Service to the community was to make 5-Point free. And then, of course, I had to find 4 other knuckleheads to do it with me. I'm like, can you guys do this with me? So we have 5 directors. Fox Force 5. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. I had to find 4 other knuckleheads to do it with me. And that was sort of my, thank you, Renique. Thank you. That was my service to the goddess, was to make the community free. Yeah, that was it. And so I got out of the witch business because, hi, buddy. How are you? But not 5-Point. 5-Point is like my witchy brain. I can't give that up. Hello, Miss Pandora. Like, I couldn't give that up. I love practicing in a community. Hi, honey. I love practicing with a community. I do. This one, you're really you're making me crazy. Can you just not walk on the counter? Can you not walk on the counter? Can you not walk on the counter? Yep, okay. Then you not walk on the counter? Thank you very much. The girl is outside and he's lost his mind. I absolutely love that, and that's affordable now then. That's affordable now. Then for me, sadly, I'm broke. Yeah, it's free. Now my husband's texting me. You did? You loved it? Oh, thank you for the feedback on that candle. Pandora literally got the last candle I ever made in my business. She literally got the last candle I ever made in my business. Yeah, I know. I see you. Yeah, she literally got the last one. I'm glad. I had to refund. It was funny. I thought I had gotten... Yeah, that's not Jen's cat. Jen's cat's outside. I'm saving your other candle. That's Fiona. I sent you Fiona. I love Fiona. I made a video using a Fiona sound yesterday. I fucking love Fiona. Oh no. Oh no. Katie, I just got the I'm leaving. I had enough. I just got it. It's happened. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. That's Mr. Rogue Witch, for those of you that don't know. Oh yeah, I just got the I'm leaving. I had enough. Oh boy. I did. I'm shocked he lasted this long. My husband got a job for a construction company. Strega Security. Oh, my cat's outside too. I wonder where she is. Oh boy. And they're mutts. Impossible. The creep next door is out. Ugh. Is he burying? He's got a shovel in his hand. Is he burying my cat? Yeah, I can't imagine what happened. Well, I can. They're awful. So they're awful. They're really awful. Hold on. Let me just sign off down here. I feel like 35 minutes is enough of an introduction of what we do and how we do. And 5 Point Society for Witches. Again, it's a free online magical community full of magical practitioners. And if you're interested, there's an email somewhere around here, or comment, or try to get in touch with me on all the socials. There's 5 Point Society for Witches Facebook, Clock app, on all the places. So if you're interested in participating in community, please find us. Again, it's 100% free. And I'm going to get out of here so I can concentrate up here, because I feel like I'm not concentrating in all the places. So anyway, you guys go get your witch on. Bye. Hold on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because I also have to answer him. So I needed my computer. You guys, it's all good. Oh God. I said, okay, I support this decision. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him. Jesus fucking Christ. I feel bad. All right, I think I did enough commercial, right? That was enough commercial. I know, I feel really bad. They're just such mutts, and they're such jerks. God, my poor husband. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. You know, the last time he had trouble in a job, which was like fucking 10 years ago at this point, right? It was like this. And I did a sweetening spell. I got him involved in it. I did this sweetening spell. And 4 days later, he walked in the door. And what happened was, the company split. See, it was run by a husband and a wife. And the husband just was giving my husband the hardest time. My husband's been in this business 30 fucking years. I mean, he built my shed. You've seen my shed, right? So he knows what the fuck he's doing. And this man was giving him the hardest time, right? So I do the sweetening spell. 4 days later, he walks in the door. He goes, man, that was fast. I go, what happened? He goes, they're getting divorced. She takes the construction side, because there was a painting and a construction side. He goes, I go to the construction side. And they're like our dearest friends, the construction side. What? I think he sent me a text that wasn't for me. So I can only imagine that there's something better for him out there, right? That's all I can imagine, that this is a good thing. I can only imagine that there's something better for him. I just feel really terrible. So there has to be something better. Renique says, I love your hair. It's so healthy and beautiful. Thank you. Some of this is mine, but most of this is not me, by the way. It's a scrunchie that's all hair. It's a faux hair scrunchie. I put my hair up. It's like you do it twice, like a literal scrunchie, but it's all hair. And I tie it around my head and I move on. My hair is soaking wet at the moment. So most of this isn't me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Hopefully he understands that that was not for me. Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. I feel terrible for him. Tarot Mama, not the first time I've heard that. Not the first time I heard that. They say witches have unique voices, so I always took that as a compliment. that was one of the ways the Malus Maleficorum used to, identify a witch, is that she had like a unique or um, unique voice. I'll say unique. That's not how they described it, but that was part of it, was that the voice was a sign of being a witch. So I totally take that as a compliment. I have a soft and slightly deep voice. Listen, I'm Sicilian. When I was in Sicily for 3 weeks this summer, no one shushed me once. Not once. Everybody looked like me. Everybody looked exactly like me. And everybody was as loud as I am. And I was like, I have found my people. It was so great. It was fucking great. It was fucking great. There was one moment on the beach where there was a girl walking toward us to get in the water. We were at San Vito Lo Capo. And there's this girl walking toward us. And both my husband and I stopped dead in our tracks. Because she looked exactly like me, but like 20 years younger. I was like, I had to see if she was one of my nieces. I had to look at her bathing suit. I'm like, she's not one of ours. He goes, she should be. I'm like, I know. She looked exactly like me. It was fucking hilarious. Same hairstyle, same everything. It was really very funny. I sound like a dying seal. You do not. I have met you in person and you do not. You do not. How's your daughter? How's my girl? Madame Meadow, tell her I said hello. Give her a big smooch from me, please. Madame Meadow and I met up for lunch when she was mobile and traveling around the country. And I met her and her sweet daughter and we went shopping. We had such a great time. I love that kid. She's doing great. Yeah, give her a big smooch for me. She's just the sweetest kid. You don't sound like a dying seal. You do not. Oh God, I can't believe my fucking husband. Oh, I can't believe he lasted this long. Sorry. I sound like Janice from Friends. For sure. I've been accused of that many, many, many times of sounding like Janet. I have been accused. They haven't broke me of my New York here in the deep South. They haven't broke me of that shit yet. As soon as I open my mouth, they're like, "Oh, this one." I'm just loud, but I'm from Chicago. Listen, even in New York, I got such fucking shit for being loud. My boss was so mild-mannered in New York. For 30 years, I worked for the same attorney, and he would be like, "Shh." And you know what? It just sent fucking... It used to just... My father used to do that, because he fucking hated the Italians. And he would go, and I talked really fast for him. And he would go, "Okay, slow down. One more time in low gear." So when my boss would fucking shush me, it send me over the fucking edge of sanity. And when my cousins and I get together, we just talk over one another. It just gets louder and louder and louder. Oh my God, like louder. I have to run. You have a blessed day too. Oh boy, I can't believe it. He can't take it anymore. I don't blame him. Yeah, telling me to fucking slow down in low gear was a definite way to get punched. I know exactly how he feels. When my boss retired, I went out of the law business. And then a couple of years, right before the pandemic, actually, it was like 6 weeks before like the major shutdown that happened, in March. I remember I started in February of that year, 2020. And it was interesting. It was like the goddess was telling me, you need insurance, you need a regular job, you need like to be in the workforce, because this was before anybody even uttered the word corona, right? And I all of a sudden just had this fucking sense I needed a 9-to-5. Even though I owned a shop and I worked my fucking ass off, and it was like the goddess let me know. And so I got this job with maybe the worst attorneys ever, right? I mean, do you know how many times I walked out? I walked out at least 3 times before the last time. And I remember one time when I walked out, they begged me to come back every time. And I said to them, that woman, because she had this one abusive, they were all abusive, but this one, she in particular, I said, she's abusive. She's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I don't care that her name's on the fucking door. I don't care. I never seen anything like it in my entire life. I cried all the time. I don't cry. I cry. I was sobbing, leaving, packing my sad little office and leaving. I'm not a crier. I was like, not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not. And it was all the time, and it was terrible. So I know exactly how he feels, like literally exactly. And I finally just left. The one day I walked in, and they tried to give me yet another attorney, like I was being passed around like fucking hot potato. I went, nope. And I just walked out the door. I said, and I wrote a 2-page letter telling them what fucksticks they were. And I sent it to everyone in the company, including the partners. Everyone. Everybody's email that I had, I sent it to them. Every single person. Letting them know how they treated me I was there a year. I burned that. I doused that bridge with lighter fluid and set it ablaze. Set it ablaze. Never to return. I was like, this time you're not getting me back. You're not getting me back this time. You don't deserve me. I've been a paralegal for 30 years. I've never been spoken to or treated or, I mean, just horrendously. I was just like, I can't. And that's what my husband's going through right now. Like literally exactly the same thing. I've been in this business 30 years. Stop talking to me like I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, I was uninterested. I said, I am an old lady. So it's 2021. 51 years old. 51. I said, I will no longer be treated this way by anyone. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They had me working for a Jehovah's Witness. Who hated women, by the way. Hated. So on Halloween, I dressed up like a demon. What are you supposed to be? Just your everyday, normal, low-level demon, I said to him. He almost refused to speak to me. He almost refused to speak to me. He was like, get this girl out of my office. Like, he almost refused to speak to me. Yeah. What are you supposed to be? I had on this long pink wig. I just dressed in my normal clothes. I had this long pink wig on. And those, like, horns, those, like, what do they call them? Fawn horns. And a big hat with a skull on it. He's like, what is happening? I'm like, it's Halloween. I know that you don't like Halloween. I'm aware of that. But the rest of us do. We like Halloween. So they said, you can get dressed. I'm like, we can get dressed? Are you sure? Is Bill is he gonna be okay? I was about to walk out when I got hurt and could not work anymore. It was good. I understand. You know, I don't, when you talk about things like that, Roxy, when you talk about things like that, it's like the goddess is trying to get you out, or the magic or the universe or the powers that be. It's like you have said, I need to leave this job. And then you don't leave. And then the universe goes, okay, well, now you have to, you know, it's almost like you waited a little too long. It's a tough thing. I've talked about my cars. You know, I've had it happen 3 times where I said, I want a new car. And then somebody rear-ends me, my car's totaled. Well, because I didn't get on the bandwagon of getting a new car, and it was almost like the universe was like, well, you want a new car? Okay. You know, like, because I wasn't specific. Like, I want a new car, but I don't want anything bad to happen in the meantime, you know? I now never say that. Ever, ever, ever. I know Mr. R will find something he deserves, but he totally deserves better. No one's a better worker than my husband. No one. No one. No one. Honest to God, no one. You know, if we went back to New York, he'd have a job tomorrow from the person who took the construction business. I mean, when we went for 2 months last year, he went to work. She gave him a van, because it's a woman who runs that side. She gave him a van. He worked for 2 months. Here's a van. Do your thing. Just put him right to work for 2 months. Like, she would fire people to have Keith work there again. 100%. Oh, it's just terrible. I feel really bad. Because I know that I had a colonoscopy last week. So that's where they stuck me with the needle. It must have taken, something actually had to have happened, because there's no way my husband walked off without there have been words. He called her delusional yesterday because he works for a woman again. I mean, he worked for a woman for 10 years in New York. He told her yesterday she was delusional to her face, because people quit after 10 minutes of being there. Quit after 10 minutes. My husband's been there probably 6 weeks. What's today? Is it Tuesday? That's okay, because that means it's only 2 days. So she screws him. It's only 2 days of work, because he gets paid on Mondays. I would be worried if he quit on a Friday and then she wouldn't pay him. I would be worried, because she really is something, this woman. Hey, beach lovin'. Hi, good morning, sweet pea. Oh God, I feel terrible. I have to fix my pillow under my ass. Okay, that's better. That's better. Oh, I feel terrible. Oh boy. So today I am going to the post office because I have a few things. It came out really good. That's part of what I'm doing today. So today I'm going to the post office. I have some things to mail. I'm still recovering from that fire sale. I'm sorry to those of you that didn't get your stuff yet. I have to go to the jewelry store because I need 3 pieces of jewelry. I want them professionally cleaned because I am getting initiated this weekend, and I'm really excited about that. I have my cords, and I need red thread in order to attach my cords to the piece. I know I shouldn't feel terrible. You're right, Katie. Cancel. You're right. You're right. You're right. Energetically, you're right. No, you're right. Thank you. You're right. So I need to do my cords, and I need to get stuff to. I made seed paper for the woman who, my high priestess, who trained us for the year, 13 months. So I made the seed paper, and I want to put it together. So yeah, it came out really good. I was gonna do it for the mentor too, but the mentor, I don't know if she'll be there. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to not. I know my high priestess will be there, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get her. I don't know. I have something I actually can give her. I think she'll love it too. I do too. Agree. Oh, my poor fucking husband. All right, I have to stop thinking that it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I have to get on that thread. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. He'll get something better. It's a good thing. I'm giving mine to a friend that's moving to a new house so she can plant it. Oh, somebody said to me yesterday, speaking of that, she was like, I have never had any luck with planting it and having it grow. And I said, I do know that that's some people's intention, but mine was made to write on as paper. So I didn't really have that problem, but I understand that to be true. Easy like Sunday morning. How do you get out of the damn stream? I wanted to see if it posted. Did it post? Who knows? Who has any idea? I don't know. Who knows? Hey, Diane. Oh, yeah. Morning coffee sesh. Excellent. Okay, good. I did it on 5-Point Hermetics, which I should change the name of that. I just know that it took him the most aggravation of his life in order to leave. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it was the most aggravation. That's all. That's the only thing. Like, I feel really bad. That's all. Are you kidding? I don't allow my husband to do roofs anymore. He actually told his boss in New York, because he did everything, right? And at some point he was on a roof all the time. And I finally said, you tell your boss, because I love Nikki and the other guy that they're now a couple. And they're coming down to visit us at the end of April. And really, they're like our dearest friends, like from New York, like a couple that we go out with all the time. And I said, you tell Nikki that your wife's divorcing you if you're ever on another roof. And he would tell her, he goes, Jen's like, I can't go on a roof. The life insurance is in the kid's name. It's not in my name. You're not going on roofs. That's it. Enough with the roof, I said. Oh, hysterical. I can't wait. They're coming down for the New Orleans Jazz Fest. They're staying the end of the month. I don't know for how long, but I'm very, very excited. Our New York friends are coming down. That's very exciting. It will be so much fun. They're hilarious, these two. I have pictures of Brian, her I hate to say boyfriend, but yeah, because they're like old like us. You know, the big glasses that are like all rhinestone. I have the funniest picture of Brian in these fucking glasses. He's like, these fucking glasses. So he wore them one night, all night long. It was the funniest thing. He makes me laugh. They make me laugh. They're so great. I'm very excited for that. She's so nice. I read, it was funny. When they were when she was still with her husband and they were still one company, they hired me to do tarot readings for they had a Halloween party, and they thought it would be fun to have a tarot card reader at the party. And the husband wanted nothing to do with me, and I mean nothing. Like he wouldn't even look at me because, you know, the demons. And she sits down to have a reading, and it's a party. And I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom. You know, I'm trying to like be like light about everything. And I was like, run. Like that video, run. That was all I wanted to tell her was run. This was even before he came over and gave me shit about the demons. You know, the demons. This house is clear. Yeah, he was like crazy. No, not the demons. Yeah, the demons. Hey, Mama Grace. Girl, what's up? Girl, we got lots of stuff going on at 5-Point. Girl, did you do your full moon? I didn't. I have to do it. TikTok just told me to go live when my video is trending. The video about the doctor. I'm like, I am live. Yeah, you got to do it, girl. We have tarot starting once a month. We have the Hecate class starting once a month. We have astrology starting once a month. Yes, Captain Obvious. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Madam Meadow. I bought this in Salem. This woman hand makes them. Lisa something. Fuck, I forget her goddamn name. Roxy. Do you remember her name? Is Roxy still here? I see your beautiful face up there. And this was my favorite one. She was a little upset to let it go because it was like, it's her favorite too. Lisa Page. Can you believe I just pulled that out of my head? Lisa Page. I got it at a thing. I don't think I've ever done a full moon ritual. I always forget. We do one every month. Like I said, we do one every month. Unless there's a Sabbath really close to the full moon. And then we'll do a new moon ritual. So we always talk, our full moon ritual looks like this. We talk about the moon. We talk about what magic is good for that moon. For example, the snow moon is good for psychic development and cultivating what's bubbling under the surface. So we talk about the other names of the moon, what deities are good, what rocks are good. Excuse me. We talk about a lot of things, and then I set space, and there's usually, this time we did a meditation. We don't always do a meditation. Sometimes we do a spell. Sometimes whatever, like we do a little something. Our meetups usually last anywhere between an hour and an hour and a half. And again, they're always recorded. So if you miss it, you can always find it later. We record everything. Yeah, Lisa Page. How were they, Mama Grace? The meditation was very interesting. Yeah, it was a meditation to meet and be in touch with your higher self. Okay? If you'd like to listen to your intuition, you need to be able to hear it and understand that it's your higher self. And if you are not in touch with your higher self, you can't practice magic. It's that simple. It's that simple. The universe will always know you're full of shit. You know, if you're trying to manifest something, I'll use the white lighter phrase. If you're trying to manifest something and your inner voice is telling you something else and you're not listening, it's not going to work, kid. It's not going to work, kid. That's why I couldn't join this round. My house was not conducive to a Yeah, I know. I made sure I told everybody, kids, you need quiet for this one. You need quiet. You need quiet. This one was a meditation. That's why I let everybody know that. So I figured at 2:00 in the morning when people's kids were sleeping, you know, I don't have that problem anymore. She says, ew. Yeah, if you're not in touch with your higher self, the universe knows you're full of shit. I mean, the universe knows it. And you can't. You can't. Like my car. I want a new car. And the universe went, well, you're not doing anything for your new car. You're not saving. You're not putting a for sale sign on the car you have. Like, you're not doing anything for your new car. Okay, let's do this. Let's put you in a car accident. Let me do that for you. Now you can get a new car. It was 3 times it happened to me. 3. You got all talk, but you got no follow-up. So, yeah, you know. And I kept hearing it in my voice. I mean, in my head, like, put a for sale sign on. You know, go trade it in. Like, whatever. And I just wasn't, I just kept speaking it to the universe. I want a new car. I can see myself in this car. And then this would happen. That's my example of that. Or my example of needing money. People are like, I need money. They do like a money spell, right? Even a quick money spell. And then you don't do anything to bring the money in. And you're just sitting there waiting for the UPS man to bring you the money, right? You're just sitting there doing nothing. Well, if the universe finds an opportunity like Roxy, unfortunately, slip and fall, sue whoever, now you got money. You had to go through shit to get it, but the universe saw an opportunity. Magic follows the path of least resistance. There has to be a better phrase for it, though. No, I know. Well, it was fine until the fucking white lighters stole it. Now we can't even say it. Now we can't even say it. The girl has to come back in. I know, it makes me want to gag. It makes me want to gag. Me too, Roxy. It took me a few times, and you know, the fairy falling on my head. Speak it into existence. Sure, when you words or spells. So if you want something and you tell the universe you want something, that's just as good as writing it down and doing a ritual, right? I want a new car. I'm getting a new car. I deserve a new, whatever. But you don't go do anything for the follow-up of that new car, the universe will find a way to get it for you. And if that way is slip and fall or somebody rear-ending you completely out of the fucking blue, you got a new car. You speak things into existence. I'm moving to Sicily. And so I keep saying my actions have to follow that up. So I speak it into existence and then follow that up with action. You know, I'm trying to get rid of things. I'm trying to lessen my footprint. I'm trying to get my dual citizenship. I research all the things that need to happen, right? Because I don't want to just be like, I'm moving to Sicily. And then, right, I think, therefore I am. And I don't want it to just be out in the universe, because the universe will find some way to get me there regardless. Maybe with no money, maybe with no savings, like, you know, maybe stuck there, whatever. Like, it'll find a way to get me there, and I wasn't prepared. So I just do it, if that makes sense. You speak things into existence. That's why you say cancel, cancel, cancel. Like when I was saying before, I feel bad for my husband. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Like you can literally even think about a circle with a line through it. You know, how many times have you spoke about somebody and they call you on the phone, right? You spoke them into existence. Or that asshole on the when you're driving and he cuts you off and you go and you're like, you make some gesture toward him, and 10 minutes down the road he's pulled over by the cops and you're like, meh, meh, meh. You did that, you know. Strike it, reverse it, void that. Yeah. No, that's the same. Journaling them is the same. But all manifestation is followed up by action, or the universe will find the cracks. And how I had a woman in my shop. She complained about her job constantly, right? Keith's been complaining about this job since he started, right? Complained about his job constantly. She kept complaining about this job. And then one day she walked in freaking out. She's like, oh my God, there's all these changes at my job. They're rearranging people. I feel like they're going to let me go. I'm like, you did that. You told the universe you didn't want to be there anymore. And the universe found a way to get you out of there. You got to go. You got to go. You can't write it down and then not follow up on it. It's the same. Words are important. Follow through is very important. Intention is not everything. I know that the white lighters like to say that too. Intention is everything. No, it's not. No, it's not. You might not intend to die, but don't jump off that cliff. My intention is to live. Well then, don't jump off the cliff. Intention is not everything. Follow through. It's to will, to know, to will, to dare, to stay silent. The 4 tenets. They matter. Diane, great point. I talked to my husband about this. You and 50 million other people are investing their energy into that. It's the reason you stay silent on your spells. If I do a spell, but whatever it is, and I tell everybody about it, and 12 people put their energy into it. It disperses the energy, right? If you, let's say, I'm going to use a popular, like maybe a love spell, and then you tell people about it. And all of these people, you know, that's a perfect example. The lottery is a perfect example because you and 50 million other people want the same goal. Do you know what I'm saying? So the energy is thin, very thin, and very split. That's why you don't do 17 spells at the same time. That's why these people doing manifestation candles, they have 17 fucking candles behind them. They're doing everything from a breakup to love to this to that to all of this nonsense. How did you split your energy amongst all of these things? Doesn't work. Cord cuttings, you know, 17 things. How do you split? You can't. You got to focus. And shut the fuck up. And shut the fuck up. You want to manifest something? Shut the fuck up. When I was opening my shop, I didn't say a fucking word to people. I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word till the keys were in my hot little hands. I didn't say a word. Not a word. Because I know them cutthroat bitches in New York. You got to make moves in silence. Because they all would have sent their negativity and their blasphemy and their baneful bullshit. Oh, that bitch, she thinks she's, you know, and then shit happens. So I shut the fuck up till the keys were in my hand. That was the first post I made, was the keys in my hand that said shop. Yo, yeah. Where attention goes, energy flows. If you don't want anybody else's attention, shut the fuck up. I have a small business that is tiny right now. Awesome. Melly's Plant Shop. Sorry. Something just popped in. I don't know where that girl is. She's just out gallivanting for her birthday. She's just out gallivanting like she is the shit today. Ace of Swords. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. I found my Motorhead shirt, speaking of. I missed that, Lemmy. Because, you know, I pulled all my summer stuff out of the shed. So I found all my shit. She's having a party in the woods. She is. Do you think I'm going anywhere? Where am I going? Can you will me your band t-shirts? Where am I going? I have to tell you a funny story, speaking of band t-shirts, right? My ex-husband in a band, like our whole lives, right? He's played with Ace Frehley. He's played with a million people. Played with Enough's Enough. Played with Rat. Played with a lot of people, right? And when he had this band, they made t-shirts. It was called Dirty Blonde, right? So fast forward 20-something years, 26 years. And, you know, in different incarnations of the band, people coming, people going, you know, different bands, all kinds of nonsense, right? So he sort of meets back up with the original members at one point after we were married, after we had our son. And I remember the singer from that band calling me up. And we were talking, not calling me, but he called the house to talk to my ex. And so we were talking. He's like, oh my God, you know, and you reminiscing or whatever. And I said, you know, I still have my Dirty Blonde t-shirt. And he goes, and I quote, he was so upset. He was like, can I have that? I don't have one. I was like, what? He's like, I would love to give it to my son. I looked at Joey. I was like, I have a son, and this man was in the band. Why would I give it to you? And my kid has it. When they toured with Rat and Ace Frehley, my son was a roadie, and I have a picture of him in the shirt on stage with the crowd behind him when they were in Boston. Boston. They were in Boston. This was only, I would say, like 5 or 6 years ago. I was like, you do know I have a kid, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so do you not think he's going to get my t-shirts? He was the quintessential front man, that the world revolved around him. I was like, yeah, okay. Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures of Joey. Standing there in his dirty blonde t-shirt with the crowd behind him, roadieing for them. He went for like 4 or 5 days. It was really great. Actually, Rat wasn't on that show. It was just Ace Frehley. That was so fun. You know who went to see that? They were playing Rat, Ace Frehley, and my ex-husband's band at the time. My now husband and our 3 kids, we went. And it was so funny because people were like, wait a minute. You're all going to see your ex? I'm like, yeah, we have a great time. I'm like, my husband and him went to high school together. I was like, they've known each other a long time. Oh, it was funny. Little League was always really funny too, because we all got along. Like, there were the 4 of us, his wife, and people couldn't figure out. They're like, how does this one woman was like, how does this work? I'm not quite sure who belongs to who. I'm like, that's co-parenting for you. We work very hard at this. Yeah. It was good times. So yeah, we all went to go see them play. And on that tour, Joey went to roadie for them in Massachusetts for a few shows. And he sent me that picture of him with that shirt on. I gave him 2 shirts. I have 2 band shirts. They were at one point called the Sexies. And so that it's like a square and it just says the Sexies all over it, like in different fonts and whatever. Maybe it's all one font. I have that in there. I still have that one. My ex can go smell a river. Dave's a good guy. You know, we didn't work out, but Dave's a good guy. I thought enough of him to have a kid with him. He's a good guy. Just not for me. Just not for me. For his current wife. I grabbed her by the shoulders once. I said, I thank God for you every day. She didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I thank God for you every day, I said to her. And their kids like my little grandbaby. I'm like a great, what do they call those? Like grandmas or like, yeah, like she's like my friend. She's my friend, this kid. We have such a good time. It's all good. We even went over to their house once for Father's Day. Me, my husband, my kid, my father. We went to my ex's brother's house. My ex was there. His father was there. Celebrated Father's Day. Yeah, we have a good relationship. Yeah. Well, I had to drop my kid off. And so we went in, we hung out for a bit. Brian was like, come on in, you know. I hadn't seen his dad in a long time. It's great. Yeah, it's totally important. Totally. Joey, I'll send Joey conversations between me and his father. Because they crack me up, especially when they're about Joey. He goes, you too. Oh, God. I crack me up. We are funny. If nothing else, we are funny. Hey, girl, you coming in? All right, my little chickens. It's almost 10 a.m. Thank you for the coffee. Mister's going to be home any minute, and I do have a bunch of errands to run. Hopefully I can get him to run them with me. That would make my life really, really easy. I hate walking around. Know you are loved. If you're interested in 5-Point Society for Witches, find Auntie Katie, find me, send somebody messages. We will make sure you get to where you need to go. We have lots of things starting. We have 13 months Hecate deep dive. We have a personal tarot monthly. We have astrology 101. We have That's So Pagan with Katie and Katie's Coven. Coven with Katie. We got lots going on. Tarot Mama, it's nice to meet you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you very much. I'm going to get out of here and go get all of my shit accomplished today and get the scoop on what the fuck happened today. So I appreciate you. Again, go give the I didn't go live on that. I was going to say go give the 5-Point Society for Witches YouTube some love, and I'll be seeing you kids. You guys go get your witch on. Bye.